For further analysis, we're joined from Cairo by the former Assistant Foreign Minister, Ambassador Dr. Mohamed Higazy. Thank you, sir, for joining us here on Qnews.
Thank you very much for having me.
Firstly, let's start by asking, how realistic is it to hold simultaneous presidential and parliamentary elections in Libya, given the current security and political divisions?
Indeed, I agree with you that political division went too far to prevent even the democratic process that the world community committed themselves to Libya. However, Egypt's relentless effort is in the move, as we have witnessed last week, the meeting with General Khalifa Haftar, and today with Attila Saleh. It's an expression of Egypt's full commitment to continue supporting the Libyan, to take a Libyan decision towards democracy, towards election. I think it is very realistic. I agree with you that it requires world more involvement in the Libyan situation. The marginalization of the Libyan development is not good to the well-being of democracy in Libya. The condition that was referred to during the talks with Attila Saleh today with President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is the withdrawal of the foreign militias staying between the Libyan parties and preventing them from moving forward towards a much more stable situation. They are acting on behalf of regional powers that have really certain interest in Libyan wealth and Libyan territory, and preventing Libyans from taking the right decision. The imposing of the militia in the Libyan decision-making process makes it hard, and it will happen only when the world community, hand in hand, supports the Egyptian position to withdraw the foreign militia and push towards a united Libyan government based on election in fulfillment of the UN resolution and in support to the UN committee that is working between the Libyan parties in the West and the East. The last point in this regard is related also to the need to support the UN side and to push on the regional power to withdraw their support to militia without naming those regional powers by name.
Well, as you said there, Mr. Ambassador, that Egypt is fully invested there. So how can Egypt balance supporting the Libyan sovereignty while also influencing the political process to ensure the stability of Libya?
First of all, Egypt's main goal is to prevent clashes like what happened last month between the parties, to create a stable situation where the two parties can come together. We are hosting also, we play host to the 5+5 military committee, which is very important in the Egyptian perception of protecting the Libyan institutional building. For that, we are keeping the link between the East and the West intact, and we're trying to push them to get rid of the militia, particularly in the West. At the same time, creating the institutional building in the Libyan army being the most important institution that can pull together all the parties, and where the ownership of arms will be only one institution. I think the election that was supposed to happen in December last year was a realistic move, and Egypt will continue its work not only with the Libyan parties, though important, but it will also support the UN mission and will work with parties interested in the peace and security in North Africa to pull hands together towards a Libyan driven democratic process in the near future.
So, sir, in your opinion, what are the main obstacles preventing national reconciliation among the Libyan factions, and how can Egypt help overcome them?
The interest of the regional power who think that maintaining influence through militias in Libya, particularly in the western part in Tripoli, is a key for their presence in the Libyan process. However, we maintain a scenario that Libyan solution to their problem will lead to a united Libya that can carry the election for the benefit of its people. And we agree that this ownership of the Libyan process carries the key, not a regional power supporting militia to enhance the strength of one party against the other, but they have to understand that stability in Libya requires the withdrawal of militia, the end of the intervention of those regional and international powers. We have to commit all ourselves to the UN process that will lead to a Libyan-owned process, which is in fulfillment of the UN resolution that calls for a united Libya. I guess this is the key. Democracy in start. You ask whether democracy and election of a new parliament is possible. Yes, it is possible if we all agree that Libya has to be for the Libyan, and the Libyan army should lead the process, and the new parliament will be elected according to the UN resolution calling for a Libyan election, which will do our best to make it happen, as we are working, as I said, on the 5+5 process, which unites the army action all together to include a new army that will protect the election. And I'm sure that this process needs the support of all the parties, being regional or international or through the UN institutions.
So now, beyond Egypt, how important is it that regional and international support is there to sort of achieve a unified Libyan state and achieving a successful election there as well?
As I said, we all have to carry our own responsibility. Egypt, as the direct neighbor, the country that invested a lot to stability in Libya, will cease no effort but to push towards this unification of the country through democratic election, and to call on the regional players that not through militia, that you can influence the decision making in Libya. You may recall that the role of militias in many situations, like the one in Lebanon or in Syria or in Iraq, will lead nowhere. It is the nation state, the nation that is based on institutions that works to the benefit of the people, being it Syrians, Lebanese, or Sudanese, or Libyan. You need to unify your organization, particularly the army. You need a democratic election. We have the plan. You need to support the work of the international community. We have the UN committee and envoy, special envoy working in Tripoli and Benghazi as well. And you have Egypt, the direct sincere neighbor, whose main aim is to bring in peace and stability.
So you touched there slightly on, foreign mercenaries and militias generally. What guarantees can be put in place to ensure that these mercenaries or external actors actually leave Libya as part of the future roadmap?
As you may have followed the development in the region, the role of the armed militia against the nation state have created situation that went even towards war or disabling the political process from fulfilling its aims. Same in Libya, the presence of those international militias and the power that is supporting them is a failing process or is a failing scenario to the success of any country. Regional powers should understand that you may work with the country that you have interest in, but do not impose your views or your influence through militias or military power outside. Let me be very frank. There is regional powers that intervene, particularly Turkey and Iran, in affairs of the Arab nations through empowering militias against the natural democratic process of Arab countries, making it disabled of following up the UN resolution and the national election.